Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to share my top tips for buying designer on sale, and especially with Black Friday really just around the corner, my approach and best tips for navigating Black Friday sales as well. 'Tis the season of all the crazy sales, all the holiday shopping, all the good deals that you want to get, so I hope you find these tips really helpful. If you're tuning in for the first time, hi, my name is Katie. I like to do these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so we can all mindfully curate our own collections. So if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with your top tip for designer sales. All of your support really means a lot to me. I switched it up a little bit. I didn't feel like I had too much to show you, and some of the stuff I wanted to show you, I wanted it to be close up. And sometimes I feel like my regular videos are a little too far. Like, I want to showcase the art wall, and I want you to be able to see the cute couch situation, but sometimes I feel like I'm super tiny. So I figured today I'd switch it up a little bit, but let me know. My face might be a little bit too much. I might regret this when I'm editing this video, but I'm gonna go for it and try something new. But let me know if you guys like this angle, want me to incorporate it in some of my videos. I'm all for the feedback. I feel like it's highly contentious, the beginning of November. Like, is the beginning of November the beginning of like holiday season, or is it too early? I'm like neutral in this whole thing. I just sort of go with the flow. I have no problem if people want to start early. I have no problem if people want to wait till December. I definitely start picking up some holiday like decor things, and I definitely start getting much more serious about figuring out what I'm going to get everyone, but I'm not exactly, you know, listening to holiday music, putting up the tree in November. But it is November and Black Friday is right around the corner, so I just wanted to condense some of my top tips, the places that I like to go to, the things I like to look for this sales season, with a mind for like holiday shopping. So the first tip I wanted to share is in partnership with Ana Luisa. You guys know I've been sharing a lot of their high quality, really layerable, stackable pieces for a while now, probably a year or so. I still wear a lot of the Ana Luisa pieces that I got, especially in the summertime, because I love layering a lot of pieces when I'm showing a lot more skin. And I've also gifted Ana Luisa pieces, and the recipients have loved all of their gifts as well. So I've mentioned them in past gift guides and things like that, but for a lot of you that might be new to my channel, also wanted to share that Ana Luisa is doing their massive holiday sale right now. There's a massive Black Friday sale that actually started pretty early, so check the description link down below. I'll leave a link for you to check out Ana Luisa and take advantage of their sale. You definitely don't have to wait until Black Friday because they started their sale early this year. Also, with all the supply chain issues and all of the, you know, logistical challenges, you might want to get your orders in sooner rather than later to make sure you have them in time for the holidays. But I do have a few pieces that I want to share, and they're actually on my ears right now. So on this side, you'll see I have this kind of chain dangly bit, and then on this side, I have an ear cuff. And this is actually the first time I've tried an ear cuff, and I am in love. I don't know what it is, but I feel really like maximal with my earrings. Maybe it's because the whole last 18 months, like, I haven't really felt the need to be like super glam or super out there, but I'm in love. I'm in love with like the fact that I can add an extra ear cuff without having to go through a whole piercing is love, because I always actually wanted 7 piercings and I never got to do my last one. So this ear cuff almost makes me feel like I got my last piercing in. And I've always been so curious about this kind of chain style and whether I would really jive with it. And I'm in love. I love it. I thought my hair would get caught. I thought it would be more kind of in the way, but it absolutely isn't. I actually slept with all of these on because I'm not used to taking out all of my earrings, if that makes sense, because I usually have a set in there all the time. So I totally forgot to take my earrings out, but it was comfortable to sleep in all of them and everything. And this ear cuff is so secure, does not fall off. it's in there. So I feel like jewelry is such a great way to elevate your mood and elevate your entire outfit and just feel really special. And it doesn't take a lot. It's literally just like one earring and I already feel like my whole outfit is like a glam, you know? But of course, Ana Luisa has all sorts of jewelry, so not just earrings, they have necklaces, rings, as well as bracelets. I have another beautiful bracelet that I want to share. I think this is called like the Link bracelet, and it's super dainty, delicate, but perfect to wear with pieces that you already wear all the time. And I also think it would be perfect if you just wanted like a little bit of sparkle, like a little bit of glamour. I think it's really beautiful on its own. The other main place that I think about as soon as I think about Black Friday is actually Woodbury, the premium outlets. Several years ago, I have actually gone to Woodbury on Black Friday, and I highly do not recommend you do that. I actually found that a lot of times the weekend before Black Friday, the outlets will already be running a lot of their sales. Sure, they might have some additional merchandise that comes through, maybe like they might have one more delivery, but for the most part, I think they do a lot of the same promotions pretty much a week before. So ever since I don't go to Woodbury on Black Friday, the amount of time you spent in gridlock is just not worth it. And then there's so many people that go that you always have to wait in line. It's pretty chaotic, and this is pre-COVID, right? So imagine now with like the restrictions on how many people are inside a space and things like that. I feel like going on Black Friday is probably not the best option. Won't be the most like efficient shopping experience. So I highly recommend checking out Woodbury the weekend before Black Friday to see if you can get some good sales and some good deals. I found that the inventory is pretty stocked up because they're anticipating Black Friday, and then they do a lot of the same sales anyway. I picked up like a Montclair coat that way one year. I've picked up some real good stuff from Isabel Marant. So like, I think it's totally worth checking out Woodbury early. November also is the time of the Essence sale, and I love the Essence sale. I always remember it's like November is Essence sale. I don't know why, it's just it's like permanently ingrained that November is the time that they do their pretty much site-wide sale. I always love to check out the Essence sale just because they have a pretty good buy, I say, and their shipping is really fast. Their returns are really easy. I really like using Essence, so I highly recommend you guys check it out. I do believe the sale starts the 22nd, so it's also starting a little bit sooner than Black Friday, and then it's ending the 29th, which I believe is Cyber Monday. So those are some of the main retailers that I seek out during this Black Friday sale period in anticipation of getting some holiday shopping done. The other main tip that I have is thinking about what other major brands you're interested in and logging on to their websites around Black Friday to see if they have any special promos going on. I think for the higher end designer brands like your Yves Saint Laurent's or your Gucci's and those Prada's, those kinds of brands, I think you're better off checking out some of those multi-sites like Farfetch, Louisa Via Roma, Essence, those kinds of places that might be running promos on their platform overall or on their site overall. I highly doubt like if you go to Prada.com that they're going to have a Black Friday sale. You know what I mean? But some of those like multi-shop retailers are like more likely to run some sort of promo, or it could even just be like you spend X amount, you get some sort of benefit. So if you've been eyeing something, I would kind of stock out those kinds of retailers and see if they have an extra promo going on so you can benefit and get your items on a discount like that. Or a lot of times, even for non like super luxe designer brands, I will also be stalking the brand websites to be able to get gifts for people while it's on Black Friday promo. Usually I'll like make a list of brands that I want to check out for gifts for these people. Like I'm a list person. I think I already mentioned this before. So I'll start making a list of all the people that I want to get gifts for, what kind of brand I'm looking at or what item I'm looking at so that I know and I can keep track of the different brand sites that I need to check out to see if they got any promo going on. Department stores are also a good place to check out either physically or online for any additional promo that they might be running around Black Friday. If you have your favorite department store, also check out their availability in their stock, and I feel like you can definitely snag a good deal that way as well. And then my last tip is really to stay focused. A lot of times I find myself getting really distracted, especially around this kind of crazy sale period, especially around holiday shopping, where I might be buying some things unnecessarily because it's on sale or because I feel like it's a really good deal. That's why I like to make lists, and I like to try to keep it really focused to the pieces that I know I'm going to need and the gifts that I know I need to give, so I can prioritize those and not get too distracted by some of the other things or items that I might find on sale. Oh, and the one other thing I wanted to mention, I know a lot of fast fashion brands will also run a sale around Black Friday. Personally, I would rather prioritize spending my time seeking out deals at like department stores or those multi-brand retailers and things like that for more high-end brands, because that feels more like a deal. And I know I'm still getting like a quality product. Oftentimes it'll be something that I wanted to get almost at full price anyway. I prefer to prioritize my time that way. Also, I find that when I go on a fast fashion website and things are on sale, I start putting things in my cart, and then the total is like $500-600 worth of items in my cart. Nowadays, I'm much more particular, and honestly, I just don't have space in my closet for 30 more items to go anywhere. So that's also why I start getting really selective about the pieces that I want to bring into my wardrobe. There's nothing wrong with shopping the fast fashion sales. I would just rather channel my energy towards, you know, some of the other brands first. So those are all of my tips for navigating Black Friday sales and also getting designer items on sale in general. A lot of these will still apply. It's just November is such a hot time, you know, it's such a hot sale time that it's good to highlight these. Definitely check out Ana Luisa's sale because it is a pretty massive sale that's going on right now. But if you have any other Black Friday strategies or tactics, definitely share them in the comment section down below, because I'm sure others would love to learn from you as well. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below or head on over to Instagram, and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time,